Oh my god, we got shit to do today. Hi, welcome. I have a lot of like charity incentives that I'm overdue on, so I decided to combine them into a single stream so I can get them all done. Cause like the one of the problems I've been running into is that like a lot of the charity incentives that I had lined up uh, aren't that big of an idea, so I'm kind of like, oh, I could do this stream, but also it wouldn't be that long, so like, I don't know how to extend it. So instead, we're gonna be doing a combination stream. That's why I have the hat on. I'm like a fast food worker here. Oh my god, Aza, hi. Jens, thank you for being first. Oh my god, Don, hi, welcome in. So, what the happening? Okay, so we have a few things to do today. So the last one's actually gonna be a secret. It's gonna be like a secret end of the stream thing where I'm gonna bribe you guys. um, but we have by the way, I'm gonna have the Final Fantasy 15 soundtrack playing in the background because I love that game, by the way. Love the little hat, thank you. It's the women fear me, fish fear me, men turn their eyes away from me as I walk. No beast dare make a sound in my presence. I am alone in this barren earth hat. I really like it. Um, so yeah, so, there's two main things we're doing today, and the third one is optional depending on whether you accept the bribe. Okay. So, but again, the bribe is later, and I'm going to be presenting the bribe, after we're done with the first two things. So, the relay that just happened. I owe you a You May Ship PowerPoint, and I have it. I made it this week. Some of it was written at a very early time in the morning, so there might be a lot of typos. There might be some sentences that don't make sense. That is not because it is like wasn't written by me, to put it bluntly. It was because it was 3 a.m. brain. Anyway, so we have the You May Ship PowerPoint to do, which I'm excited for. Oh my god, Eni, hi, welcome in. So we have that. And also, where did I put this in here? Okay, it's here. So we also have a tier list to do. So, I think this was owed from the Frost Fatales charity event that I did a couple months ago, which I still haven't done because, again, like, I didn't know how to make this like a full stream, like a big 3-hour one that I'm used to doing. So we're doing it today. So the funny thing about this one, let me tab into the screen. So, this is an Otome game tier list that I found. I don't know most of these. So there's gonna be a lot of trying to guess what they are, and also because these are all Japanese covers, there's gonna be some of these where I could potentially know this game, but I don't know because it's not the same box art as we got in the West. So we have this. I did try finding like a generic VN tier list, but it was even more insane than so it was even worse than an Otome game tier list. So we're gonna do this. I'm fairly certain that this tier list also just like looked up the entirety, like I'm pretty sure they just looked up the entire game catalog of Automate and put this in, because there's some games on here that I'm like, wait a minute, nobody talks about this one. You only know about this because of Automate, don't you? So that's gonna be fun. So we have that. And we have a mysterious third thing that may or may not happen depending on whether you take my bribe. Because, just to set things up, there is one specific stream that I am extremely overdue on. And I'm not sure how soon I'll be able to do it. And it's been way too long. So the bribe is, what if I swap it out with something else? And I will be offering it at the end of stream, and if you accept it, I will be doing it right now. And if not, then we will continue waiting for me to do the other thing that I do technically owe. But it is literally the last thing I owe from You vote T? Okay. So, to accept regardless? Okay. Well, we'll find out what the bribe is. But, it is the last thing that I owe from November. And usually I never have something like this late. Like, I consider myself pretty good at making sure that all of my charity incentives are done in a timely manner. This is like one of the only ones that has been waiting this long just because like various life events and stuff. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But again, that will be like probably once we're done with the tier list, we'll be going into what the bribe is. So, I'm gonna be completely honest. The bribe, I thought of it today. And, it's very spur of the moment, and I honestly, like, thought of it, like, like, I just woke up and I was like, I have an idea. So, we're gonna like, get there when we get there, you know? So, anyway, you guys want a PowerPoint? Because I owe you a PowerPoint. So, welcome to the Neurosis_VT You May Ship PowerPoint, which is sponsored by a lot of donations. Fuck, okay, peek behind the curtain here. I was intending on putting credits for all the art that I put on here, because there's like a lot of art that's in this, You May Ship PowerPoint. Do you not see my cursor? Let me fix that. There we go. There we go, you see my cursor now. So, I was intending on putting credits next to all the art that I put on here, but I missed the first page, I think. So this one's by Astronautilus, and this one is by, Rosie? Fuck, I don't know her exact username, but I know that Val was the one who commissioned this one for our, cover of I Want to Live. So this PowerPoint, we're just gonna get right into it. I should turn down the music a little bit. It's like a little loud even for me. So, welcome to the You May Ship PowerPoint. It's been sponsored by a lot of lovely people who gave money to charity, so I do things. So let's get into it. So we're just gonna go into what, fuck, I didn't put a credit here either. This is by, Jackie_Kawaii. So, you'll see this one a lot. So let's just go into, what is a You May Ship? So if you want the credit for the one on the right, we should stream I Want to Live on your YouTube. I mean, it's not on my YouTube. that one's on Val's YouTube. So you're almost correct. So let's get into what a You May Ship is. So a You May Ship, yeah, there we go. A You May Ship is basically the more modern term for self-shipping, and it means something along the lines of dream ship. I think it literally means like you may means dream and stuff. But it's been a thriving little niche now, and like apparently like a lot of VGen artists get a ton of like support from a bunch of You May shippers. Like there's a lot of people who just use the You May Ship tag on VGen to just like get the money, because everybody loves getting art of themselves and their little blorbo. So I think that's really neat, and I think that's really cool that it's helping support artists.
I have more in common with the dog than I have with you.
I love dogs.
I always loved dogs. Ship this? Shoots your... Why would you shoot me? Hi, Check. How's it going? How are the kids? So yeah, a lot of VGen artists are getting like a lot of support. Like, but there are two pillars of VGen right now. One is VTubers and the other is You May shippers. I'm celebrating my 2-year mod and... What? Is that a new thing? Are mod anniversaries a thing? I didn't know that. I gave you a sword 2 years ago. Shut the fuck up. No, get out of here. No, I'm not allowed to acknowledge that you've had a sword for 2 years. That's too much. That's too many years. I thought I gave you the sword like yesterday. Like, stop that. So yeah, a lot of V-Geners are getting business from Yume shippers, getting pictures of themselves with their blurbos. Oh, okay, so I've also technically been a Yume shipper since I discovered self-insert fanfiction, because I would daydream about it when I was still in public school, like specifically in middle school. So, I've been a Yume shipper for a very long time. One would say too long, but also, I'm having fun with it, and also it's fun now. And also, fun fact, the first self-insert fanfiction I read was for Tales of Symphonia on fanfiction.net, which that was in the before times, before we even had AO3 to look up exactly like the self-insert tag, or MGIT didn't even exist back then. Like that, you couldn't find that shit easily. So, some Yume shippers are non-sharing, which means they just dislike seeing their character in other Yume ships. Like, you know, it's like, it can be simple as, hey, I don't like, I'm like trying to explain it, sorry. Because, like, I just got back from doing errands, too. So I'm trying to get back into streamer brain. So, it can be simple as, like, as an example, hey, I ship this one character with the female player character because I specifically because I personally play as the female character in this game. So I generally don't like seeing them shipped with the male character, like something like that. Like, it's not like hating anybody, it's just like general taste of like, hey, I'd rather see them shipped with my character and not somebody else's. I'm a sharing Yume shipper because I just love seeing my favorite characters be appreciated, because oh my god, they're never appreciated. All of my favorites are underappreciated, niche, and just you never see art of them unless they're Yume shipped by me, probably. So yeah, and you can learn a lot about Yume ships in Velcord. That's right, there's an entire channel in Velcord dedicated to Yume shipping. If you ever were curious about like what we like and the stories of our Yume ships, we yap so many times in there. Except for Check These hates Yume ships. Hi, Check. So we're gonna go into, I do not... Come on. I gotta poke fun at least once a stream, come on. I'm just a little guy, I got a little hat on, I'm a little fast food worker working in the combination Taco Bell today. Yeah, Check won't tell us about his wife, Pomni. Correct. He answered a question once with a 9 in it. Okay. But anyway, this art's also by Jackie_Kawaii. Incredible that he hasn't Yume shipped Pomni yet. I know, right? It's really interesting that that hasn't happened yet. Okay, so here's my Yume ships, and oh god, this is a lot more ships than Vel's Selena PowerPoint, and that's because, smile. So I have a lot of Yume ships. Oh good, I'm finally crediting everybody in my slides. Yeah, this is my Ymir draws. So I have a lot of Nur Yume ships because I like imagining AUs of Nur in different settings, situations, and self-insert scenarios, smile. So just like, because I like imagining like what Nur would be in different worlds and stuff, and I also get pictures of Nur smooching people, it's really, I can't resist it, man. It's so good. So today I've decided, so I have more Yume ships than what I'm going to be talking about today, but I decided I'm legally obligated to talk about every single Yume ship that I've gotten art of. So if you have ever seen Nur shipped with a character, I will be talking about it today. So you can learn about everything that you may have seen on your Bluesky. So I'm going to be talking about the characters themselves because I'm pretty sure that there are some characters here that none of y'all have fucking heard of. So I'm also going to be like explaining who these characters are. So like, you know, like, hey, this character's from this game. This is who they are. This is what their deal is. And a little fun thing that you can do is you know, because it's kind of a meme that I like older love interests and characters. So if you want to try guessing the ages of each character and see how accurate you could get, that'd be a fun thing to do during the stream. And like, I don't know all of them by heart, but I know the ballparks of most of them by heart, or like whether they have an actual age or not. So I can actually tell you how accurate your guess is. So here are all the ships we're talking about today, because I have gotten art of all of these people except for one. There's one that is not art. That doesn't have art, I mean. So Astarion 200 something. An old man anime 26 years old. Astarion 200 something. Okay, that's later. Check. No, you can't guess right now. That's later. Okay, so again, this is not the complete list, but it's all the ships I've gotten art of. Some of these are OC ships, by the way. So, because we do talk about OC ships in the Yume ship channel in Belcord, I am going to be talking about, like, my major OC ships. Oh, sorry, y'all good king. You already have your answer queued up for later. So, in order of how we're going to go about this, we have Wakaner, Jackner, Heathner, Alvinner, Gibner, Lucasner, Cullen Rayla, Rindoner, Astariner, Andersner, Leovetus, and Raver. So, yeah, let's just get started. By the way, I didn't put an ending slide to it, so when it ends, it ends. So when the PowerPoint ends, there's not gonna be really any fanfare. It's just gonna fucking end. Okay, yeah. So anyway, first up we got Wakka from Okami. Everybody knows Wakka, right? Everybody's played Okami, right? I love that game. It's such a good game. You haven't played it? Well, anyway, if you don't know, yes, period. Yeah, that's a guy who loves Wakka over there. Oh, this guy likes Wakka. That's it. That's the R&D out of my house, but really, it's tier list time. True. So yeah, he's a prophet who gives Ami prophecies as she goes on her journey. He speaks French and is very suspicious and seems to know more than he lets on. It's because he's a member of the fabled Moon Tribe who caused demise to the heavens and is seemingly ageless. Do you know roughly how old he is? French, yeah, I know. Unfortunately, every single character has a flaw. This guy's only flaw is that he's French. But yeah, by the way, it was unknowingly caused demise to the heavens, because they accidentally did that. 100, wrong. Incorrect. The answer is that we don't actually know. However, we do know that he is minimum of 200. So minimum 200. But we don't know. Like, I'm not gonna drag you out. I'm not gonna drag you about this one that much, just because we just don't know. We just know that he is minimum 200 years old. Okay, so I love Wakka. He's my favorite Okami character. Everyone saw me gasp and swoon whenever Wakka appeared on the screen. And that's true. Every time Wakka appeared, I was like, oh, Wakka! That, exactly like that, probably. And it's not really much deeper than this. I haven't really thought of them, like, really in depth, or like how Nur would be in the Okami setting. I just really like Wakka, and I think they're cute together, and also look how cute this art is. Like, Kai Enma, they just, like, made this little alteration of Nur's regular design just because she wanted to. So, it's really cute. It's just so cute, man. Like, so, I have also organized this PowerPoint as to so we're gonna start with least thoughts to most thoughts. So, these first few Yume ships are not gonna have a lot of thoughts tied to them, you know? It's just gonna be like, I think they're cute and I like the character and I wanted art of them together. So that's kind of how deep this one goes. And next up we have Jack. Did everybody watch the finale of Wild Arms? that happened yesterday. So you remember Jack, right? He's from the game that I finished last night. Yeah, it's Pomni. Of course Czech would perk up whenever Pomni's on the screen. Well, wrong. His name is actually Jack Van Buris, which is supposed to be Jack Van Brace. But again, as I explained last night, the localization was kind of spotty. So they were just like, oh, it's Van Buris, ignoring the fact that it was actually literally just Van Brace. Yeah. So, Jack Van Buris is a character in Wild Arms for the PS1 and Wild Arms Alter Code F for the PS2. Alter Code F is like kind of a weirder remake of Wild Arms. They change a lot of stuff and it's not a one-to-one remake. And I have played through like part of it, but I generally prefer the original. But it does like some interesting things too, so it's not a bad game. He's kind of looking to the right in the remake. Okay, listen here. Listen, I'm talking about his general appearance, right? He doesn't, like, he looks very baby-faced in the remake, and I don't know why they did that, because he's very scrungly. Like, look how scrungly he is in the original. And in this one, and over here, he's, I don't know, man. He doesn't look right. Why can't you see my cursor anymore? That's weird. Oh wait, you can. Maybe I have bad eyesight, maybe. I mean, people knew that about me. But he doesn't look right. Like, come on. He looks very baby-faced and very, like, smoothed over, and I don't like it. So yeah, he was previously named Garrett and worked as a knight for the Kingdom of Arctica until the demons attacked and slaughtered the entire kingdom. He was the only survivor. Changed his name to Jack and started adventuring as a dream chaser / wanderer. That's right, dream chaser was also a mistranslation, but I generally prefer it because it makes it more whimsical in order to find the ultimate power. If any of this is new to you, you missed my Wild Arms streams. Because we literally just went over this several streams back. So this is Jack Nur. I got art of Nur and Jack because I think Astra is a very good 90s kind of style. So I was just like, I was like pathetically rolling up to her Vija and just like, hey, Astra, you did really good 90s style. Can you like draw my 90s boy, please? And she did, and it looks great. Jack was one of my favorite characters in gaming growing up, and Nur's digital vagabond outfit is partially inspired by Wild Arms, as you can see here. Like, look, ooh, ah, this is definitely Wild Arms coded here. So of course I ship with him, but I don't really have any specifics except that I love Jack and his outfit matches one of Nur's outfits, smile. But I imagine they go on a lot of adventures together looking for treasure, and I think it's fun. But yeah, that's about it. Again, not a lot of thoughts in the beginning of this PowerPoint. So this is Heath. Heath is a character from Avalon Code for the DS, and this is the character that Vel used to lure me into playing Avalon Code to completion on stream, because she was like, hey, I know which character Nur's gonna like. And I'm gonna tell Nur immediately that he is romanceable in the game. And god fucking damn it, it worked. I did play the entire game to completion so I could romance this guy. So he's a general for the evil empire that later defects when he figures out they're pretty evil. He also helps out the player when they're at their lowest point, which I really liked, and I swoon. I don't know how he's more popular in how he isn't more popular in the incredibly niche fan community for it. Because legitimately, I think my Yume ship art of Nur and Heath is probably like 20% of all of the Heath fan art on the internet. 30. Okay, there's another one oh shit, nobody guessed his age for Jack. Jack, I don't think we know his age either. I think he's assumed to be in his 30s. 20. No, he's not 20. He's like in his 30s. Okay, Heath, we don't know. Because they didn't say anybody's names, anybody's ages in Avalon Code. So he's probably Heath, honestly, probably a solid anime 20 right here. That's my guess, is that he's an anime 20. But also they refer to him as, like, he'd be an anime 20, but they refer to him as geriatric. So I think that's like what Heath is on. But anyway, you can only romance him in post-game, which is something that Vel told me when I was halfway through the game. I was like, hey Vel, did I miss a Heath thing somewhere? Because I can't talk to him or something. And I want to make sure that he's okay. And she was like, he's a post-game romance. Fucking hook, line, and sinker with Heath. So yeah, half the reason I want to get Yume ship art of Heath and Nur is to create more art of Heath. That's, again, my art's probably 20% of the Heath fan art on the entire internet, including the Japanese side of the internet. But he's very sweet. He needs more love. And I'm not gonna lie, I think playing Avalon Code and me and Heath changed my brain chemistry a little bit, because oh my god, like, the little bit after I finished Avalon Code, I was very, like, my entire personality was loving Heath for a little bit, and it's deserved. He's very sweet. And also, fun fact, Watame, who did the art of Nur and Heath, she's also a fan of Avalon Code. It's very hard to find Avalon Code fans. So I ended up choosing the perfect person, because, like, she knows, like, this flower over here is his favorite, flower in the game. So, like, she just added that because she knew that. So, great stuff. So this is Alvin. Oh my god, everybody knows Alvin, right? Do you guys remember the Exilia playthrough that me and Vel did on Mondays? So Alvin's a character from Tales of Exilia for the PS3 and Tales of Exilia 2 for the PS3. He's a suspicious character who joins the party and betrays them multiple times throughout the game. He does an attempted murder! Yippee! And in the sequel, he's trying to clean up his act and become a fruit salesman who looks like a used car salesman. And I generally prefer his Exilia 2 self because he's saddled with a lot of guilt over his actions in the first game. Yippee! Okay, I think this is our first character with a canonical age. Does anybody want to guess his canonical age? Because we know how old this man is. And by the way, this is his Exilia 2, like on the... I don't know why my cursor keeps disappearing, but... on stream, I mean. But... Oh, okay. Yeah, I prefer this one. Okay, so... Check, you have given two different ages. Can you please settle on a single age you would like to guess? Yeah, you have to pick one of your options, bucko. Oh no, I've stun locked him through the power of making a choice. Oh no. Oh my god, Bun, hi! Hi, Bun. How was your chatting stream? Did you have a chill time? Welcome in, everybody. Hi, my name is Nur. I'm a computer virus VTuber. Today, we're doing some overdue charity incentives that I need to do. So also, we're guessing how old this man is. So right now, we're in the middle of my Yume ship PowerPoint. So, I'm going over all of my Yume ships that I've ever gotten Nur art with. So that's what we're doing today. So now we're also having a fun little mini game where you can guess the age of every single Yume ship I'm in. So yeah. If you need to take a break or anything, get some food, get some water, go ahead. I'll be here for a while because I got a lot of incentives to do. So yeah. So check, you're locking in at 26. He looks mid-20s to late 20s. Okay. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna rip the bandage off. 25, says Eni. All right, so check is correct. In Exilia 1, he is 26, and in Exilia 2, he's 27. 36. Oh man, I wish. So yeah, check was correct. That is a solid anime older guy right there. So yeah, Alvin Nur. But anyway, anybody who watched me and Val play through Exilia and Exilia 2 know that we love Alvin. 2 ladies for each arm, even. So, for the Yume ship, I have cute thoughts about Nur living in Triglyph, which is the first city you go to in Exilia 2, and having a meet cute moment with Exilia 2 Alvin. Smile. That this is the only art that we've gotten that I have of Nur and Alvin is like a little gift I got for Val. I wanted to get older because the pattern your taste, but he didn't look the right age. Yeah. So yeah. I do eventually want to get art of Nur and Exilia 2 Alvin. I went with Exilia just because this was a gift for Val. But yeah. So okay, this one's gonna be funnier. This is Gib. He's a love interest in Despera drops for the Switch and PC. So it is a weird fucking game. It has a really, really good common route, but actually has short, like the actual routes when you get into a romance are really short, and each route is kind of a hit or miss, because some of them are written really well, and some of them are written really poorly. And they're all, even if it's really, really well written, even if the route's good, it still has some pacing issues just because they're so short. Anyway, the premise is that you're framed for murder and you end up on the run with a bunch of other criminals. So all the love interests are criminals who have been arrested for various things. Like one of them's a hacker. One of them oh shit, what does the other one do? One of them does pickpocketing. So Gibbs' crime is actual murder. So while the MC of the game is framed for murder, Gib actually did a murder. So it's kind of interesting. But his whole thing is that he's a sniper. He used to be a cop, ACAB, but I can fix him. And he was betrayed by corrupt cops. ACAB, I'm not fixing them. He's very stoic and protective over those he cares about. So we have, okay. So here's the thing. I know the ballpark. I think he says how old he is in the game, but because not a lot of people played this game, so there isn't a resource I can double check for the exact age, but I know the ballpark of it. But he does say his age in the game. Actually, I might actually have the resource for it, but it'd be in another room, and I'd be disturbing my cat who's sleeping right now. And if I stand up right now, my cat's gonna be like, oh my god, it's time to go. So I don't want to disturb him, but I do have the resource. So our guesses are 38 and 22. Okay, so wrong, both of you. He's in his 40s. I'm pretty damn sure he's in his 40s. So yeah. This is not a case of anime old, he's actually middle-aged. And fun fact, all the art for Despera Drops was done by the same artist who did the art for Fire Emblem Awakening and Fire Emblem Fates. So if the art style looks a little familiar, that's what you recognize it from. I like Despera Drops, it's weird, but I like it a lot. Anyway, here's the art that I got. So, with this one, everyone's just saying, oh, he's in his 40s. I'm turning 32 next week. It's not that big of a deal for me. So yeah, so we're starting to journey into the Yume ships I have a lot of thoughts about. So the previous ones have just been I like the character. I want art of my character with that character because I think it's cute. Now we're getting to into the brain worms portion of the PowerPoint. So most of my thoughts are tied to the true route of the game and Nur being a separate character from the MC of Disparadrops. The true route of the game is really weird, by the way. Like, most of the true route, I was kind of sitting there just like, oh, okay. Oh, okay, we're doing that now? Okay. So, after the true route of the game, the main characters are working together in the shadows to thwart a shadow organization that wants to reshape Europe in its image using people with special powers and abilities. It's a weird game. So Nur would be rescued from the shadow organization by the team, and she would get very close to Giv through that dab. In this world, she's been experimented on by the shadow organization to be a little less than human, but it's okay. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's fine. God, I kind of need to like play through the true route again if I actually want to make solid thoughts about this Yume ship. But again, it's a really weird route. So anyway, it's Lucas. Lucas is a love interest in Rune Factory 5 for the Switch and PC. Oh my god, Ozza, thank you for the gifted sub to Bun. Bun, enjoy your emotes. So, Lucas is an amnesiac who wanders into the town of Rigbarth one day. He's a perfect gentleman and is a pretty eccentric guy. After a while, he remembers he's actually a god. Nobody believes him, but he's actually a god for real. Not like a god, but something similar to a Mino Shinto god. So like, it's kind of weird because in English, they call him a god, and because we're in the West, we assume that means like, oh, he's God, when that's actually not the case. He's just kind of a minor god. That's like more akin to Shintoism than like a Western god or something. So he's like a very minor one, but still has like some powers and stuff. Kami-sama, yeah. He's Kami-sama. But yeah, this is Lucas. I'm just gonna say it outright. We don't know his age. We don't know the ages of any characters in Rune Factory. They're extremely vague about Rune Factory character ages. So we just don't know. So I'm gonna save you guys some guessing on this one. And also he's a god, so he's technically ageless as well. So I love Lucas. I've gotten multiple arts of Nur and Lucas together. So he's my favorite love interest in all of Rune Factory. And this is my silliest Yume ship because unlike the other Yume ships I have where there's plot and drama that I like thinking about, Lucas is literally just a silly, whimsical little guy. He's just so nice and very silly. And this little meme right here of like being in the snow with my girlfriend, like this immerses me in a special feeling. I like it. He would fucking say that. Like, absolutely, he is a guy who would just say that point blank. So, they meet while Nur is working with Seed, which is like the little organization you work with in Rune Factory 5, and they get to know each other just by living in the same town. They go exploring together to see the sights. And he also embarrasses the fuck out of Nur because he just says the most heartwarming shit with a straight face and is unintentionally extremely romantic. Like, I want to play Rune Factory 5 again. It's so good. People are too mean to it, but also Lucas is my #1 in Rune Factory now. So I want to romance him again. He's very, very sweet. Oh shit, is that a fucking OC? So this is my OC. Her name's Rayla. I have some thoughts. So this is the first of my 2 OC ships on this PowerPoint. So this is my old Dragon Age Inquisition OC of mine, who I had a lot of thoughts about. All of this art over here is by one of my friends. They are no longer on socials. They no longer okay, so technically they are still on social media, and I do follow them in some platforms, but they do not do, they don't post art anymore, and they kind of want to move away from like being known as an artist. So I'm not crediting them, but they did, like, a friend of mine made this. I didn't make this. So this is all like the art that they generously gifted me back in the day. Yeah, very sad. They're so good at art, but I understand why they didn't want to do it. They didn't like being in the rat race anymore. So this is all the art that they made of Rayla back in the day. And by the way, when I say back in the day, I mean back in the day. Like, I'm pretty sure that some of these art pieces are over 10 years old now. Smile. But, so, this is my OC that I used to ship with Cullen from Dragon Age Inquisition. Her name's Rayla Lavelin. She's a Dalish mage who is her clan's third. They sent her to the Conclave as with a couple clansmen who were closest to her. Basically, as the third, she was the most expendable if something went wrong. Because, you know, it was very high tensions. They didn't really want to send the first because, like, hey, if we lose the first, that's terrible. But if we lose the third, it's not as bad, you know? For those of you who aren't versed in Dragon Age lore, so Dalish highly regard their mages, and specifically, like, their keeper is basically the leader of a Dalish clan, and they're, like, the main mage. And the first, second, third is basically their apprentices. So, the first is, like, first in line to become the keeper, second in line, third is third in line, and usually they only have, like, a maximum of 3. So, like, Rayla was, like, last in line to become the keeper. So when the Conclave exploded, all of her friends died that came with her, and whoops, she's the Inquisitor now. Uh-oh, that's not great. So Rayla is, like, really a soft-spoken, shy person who's entirely wrong for the job, and their reputation of being the herald and the advisors are doing the heavy lifting for her. So, like, she's basically ruling and has all this notoriety from pure, like, gossip and hearsay because, like, she's not a really good leader and she's only in the position of leader just because of circumstances required her to be. So, but she still does her best and wants to help people. Their hobbies include wandering out into the wilderness to get alone time and be closer to nature. The Inquisition hates this, by the way, because she will randomly vanish. And she's also illiterate in Common and can't swim. So, like, she can't read unless it's in Dalish. She's only, like, picked up, like, the few Dalish words that, like, they know. Just because, like, she never learned to read and write, when she was a child. And then, like, she was more concerned about, like, learning magic when she joined the Dalish clan. So she is an Inquisitor who is entirely wrong for the job. And I like that idea. I don't like the Inquisitor just automatically being competent in anything. Like, in my canonical playthrough with her, like, she completely fails the, like, the political intrigue mission that's, like, at the Winter Palace. Like, she's terrible at it. So she has, like, a pretty standard ending because she doesn't have the ability to do any other endings. So she's not terrible for the job in an evil way, but, like, she's just bad in a leadership and political way. And she's just thrust into position because she got a glowing mark on her hand, and she's just doing her best right now. And because I actually don't like the Dalish that much, I also headcanon that canon for me, she's originally a city elf and was taken away by her mother to find the Dalish after Rayla first showed signs of magic. Because if you don't know Dragon Age lore that well, if you have magic, then they lock you away into a mage tower. Because they see magic as very dangerous and they need to keep mages tucked away in a specific location and watched, except for the Dalish. The Dalish can continue doing their things because they're very few and far between. So her cousin is my hero of Ferelden from the first game. Rayla doesn't know though because she was very young when she left for the Dalish. And also, a lot of this art was done when I was still playing the game on PS3. So, like, later down the line, I did a little redesign with some mods and stuff. So now she has a little fluffy hair down here. She has all this fluffy hair. It's very cute. Oh my god, Ham, hi. Thank you for the hydrate. And thank you for the stretch. Howdy, we're doing Yume ship PowerPoint today. And other things, too. So yeah, all this art has her original design, but when I got the game later on PC and learned the joys of modding, I did like, this is her original design right here, and I eventually changed her to this. So she has like fluffy hair and her facial features are a little tiny different, but yeah, based, yeah. So that's Rayla. She's my Dragon Age Inquisition OC, who I love very, very much. And this is Cullen. He also has a canonical age, if you want to guess how old this man is. So Cullen is a character from the Dragon Age series and a love interest in Dragon Age Inquisition. Apparently, he was extremely popular throughout the entirety of the series, despite being a terrible and stupid person in Origins and 2. I don't like him that much. Well, I don't like him in Origins and 2. He has an age, 36, 25, okay. So Ham, it's not really, like, they never say, like, how old a character is in Dragon Age, but you can basically figure it out using the timeline, because the timeline's actually really well documented. So people just figure the ages out. So we know how old he is. They won't tell us, but we know how old he is just by context. So basically, this guy was extremely popular in Origins and 2. In Origins, he was only seen in the Mage Tower questline when terrible things happened to him and made him hate magic. So he was extremely bigoted towards any mage after the events of Origins. And then it continued into Dragon Age 2, where he worked with Knight Commander Meredith in Kirkwall. And he was generally, like, not a good person either in 2. But then for Dragon Age Origins, they announced, like, hey, this fan favorite character, Cullen, he's gonna be romanceable in Inquisition. And I did not want to romance him. So I didn't want to romance him because I didn't like him. And actually in my first playthrough of Inquisition, like all those years ago, I was actually intending on either romancing Solas or Blackwall because they interested me the most out of the Yeah, this fan favorite. Who? I know, right? I had no idea he was that popular because I thought he was kind of bad. But shows who the fans are. I'd have to go back in time, but there was like a lot of fans for him in Origins and 2. It was mainly because in Origins, like, you can flirt with him and he gets really flustered at that, and people thought that was endearing, but you can only get that scene if you're a mage origin in Origins. So like, I didn't really like the mage origin. so I didn't really get the appeal because my canonical stuff was all city elf based. So I never got to see him at like the cute level, but also I didn't really care. But so yeah, I was originally gonna romance Solas or Blackwall, but then so Solas was immediately like knocked out of the running because he said some bigoted things towards city elves, and I hated that. And then Blackwall, I was kind of like, yeah, I guess Blackwall, but like he's not really grabbing me right now. But I tried some flirty lines with him in Inquisition. I was like, oh god, oh no. Wait, why do I like this? Why do I like him? Oh shit, what the fuck? How do they do this? Why is he a good character now? What the fuck? So, yeah, so, oh yeah, there's people who haven't played Dragon Age in here. He was the fuck-ass blood mage from the mage origin. No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. He was the, Templar in the origin run. Like, I think it's like, you start your mage origin, you do your thing, and then randomly he's a Templar in the middle of the hallway who's like flustered. Yeah, so he's a Templar. The character you're thinking of is Jowen, who only was in Origins. And Jowen is also pretty popular too. I think just like the characters from the mage origin are just popular for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe people just loved playing a mage. I don't know. So yeah, actually, let's get into Cullen. So Cullen is a young Templar, and for those of you who aren't a Dragon Age head, a Templar is a cop who watches over mages, ACAB, and in Dragon Age Origins, he was tortured by blood mages, which made him very anti-magic. So after Origins, he got a job working for the worst magic-hating Templar in the world, who went so fucking crazy about magic hating that even Cullen was like, bro, what the fuck, actually? Which helped steer him into a better path. And in Dragon Age Inquisition, he has since quit being a Templar and is now the commander of the Inquisition's forces, and he's voiced by Hatsune Miku. Guys, if you want to, like, if you guys want to see the most cringe thing ever, look up the Cullen cancellation stuff on YouTube. It's so fucking cringe. Basically, that was a sentence. Let me just put it this way. So, the voice actor for Cullen was getting canceled on Twitter. So, because he's a bad guy. But in response, he decided to voice RP as Cullen to try and get his fans to defend him. So there's a video where him voice acting as Cullen says, "Oh no, cancel culture." And it is, I don't think I've seen anything more cringe in my life. Like, even people who are diehard fans of, like, Cullen from the beginning were like, what the fuck? It's so fucking bad. It, like, literally, I don't know how you can get more cringe than that. Anyway, Cullen, Rayla. I love them. I don't have art of them together. I just have these screenshots of them. So I have 0 art of them together because when I was heavily shipping them, I had like 0 money. So instead you have screenshots. But my love for them is very intense, and I am considering art if I find a good Cullen artist. Because, I don't know, sometimes I have to be kind of picky when it comes to Dragon Age artists. Because, I don't know, it's like hard because like Dragon Age is like a more realistic style, so you aren't sure like how that's going to translate into somebody else's style, really. So I'm waiting to see if I can find somebody first, and then I'll get art of Cullen and Rayla together. But Cullen's romance is very sweet, and it's perfect for an Inquisitor who's entirely out of their element. And I'm imagining that they didn't really feel much for each other because Cullen didn't trust her, and she's a terrible leader, and Rayla was scared of Cullen because he's a former Templar. And they didn't really talk until after the attack on Haven in Inquisition, and they bonded a lot when Rayla asked him to teach her swordplay because, in case she was in a bad situation when she couldn't use magic. So, like, after the attack on Haven, she probably was a little more conscious about, like, hey, if I'm in a tough spot, I probably should know how to defend myself using weapons rather than magic. So they bonded a lot through that. And they attempt to keep their relationship a secret, and Rayla's mortified when they learned that most of the Inquisition just fucking knows. Like, it probably took a day before the entire Inquisition knew that, like, they were dating. They're terrible at keeping it a secret. Anyway, it's time for more Otome game ships. So, oh wait, I forgot to tell you guys his age. So Cullen is 30 as of Dragon Age Inquisition. And how do we know this? We know this because, he was about 18 during the events of Dragon Age Origins. So, by looking at the timeline, we know that he is roughly early 30s, but most of us say that he's 30. So, Cullen, 30 years old. I don't think anybody got that correct. Eni said 25. Ham said 36. Nope. Eni guessed 35. Nope. 18. He was a young Templar. Like, he was young. 96. Wrong. He was 30. At 30 specifically in Inquisition. His age varies during Dragon Age 2 because Dragon Age 2 does a lot of like time skips and stuff. But 18 as of Origins, 30-ish as of Inquisition. So, what the fuck am I doing with my life? Well, you're not being tortured by blood mages, that's for sure. So I should be addicted to drugs and leading an army. No! Oh, I forgot to mention that Cullen's whole story in Inquisition, that he's like a recovering drug addict, basically. Oh my god. So, this is another fun one. You can guess his age. So this is a love interest. Kaoru Rindo is a love interest in Cafe Enchanté. And Cafe Enchanté is an Otome game where you can date a variety of supernatural guests at your magical cafe. Rindo's a human. 19, 21. Holy fucking shit. So, so literally, Rindo, whole thing is that he is a normal guy. Like, legitimately, he is just a regular guy. He's the only love interest who isn't a supernatural creature. Anime age. Oh, true. So anyway, Rindo works for a secret government agency that keeps track of non-humans in order to keep humanity safe and non-humans a secret. And he frequents Cafe Enchanté because it has a portal to many different magical worlds. So he's he goes there for his job. Like, he just goes there to make sure everything's fine and everything's going well. That's his whole thing. So 21 and 19 are incorrect. I think he says actually, let me double check. Because he might actually say his age. I know the ballpark though. Okay. I'm just trying to see if there's, okay, he does have a canonical age. It's 42. None of y'all got that right. This man's 42. Congratulations. Y'all keep on expecting anime ages and I keep on showing you 40-year-old men. Alright. Rindo Nur. So, you might be thinking, Nur, where's the Nur art? Because you said you had to talk about every single ship with Nur art in it. So, I'm legally required to include this Yume ship because I have art of them coming in early June. So it is a work in progress right now, and it's going to be coming later. So whenever it's ready, you guys can point at this guy and be like, oh my god, that's the guy from Nur's Yume ship PowerPoint. Holy shit. But I do have thoughts about this Yume ship, so... So, the story with this one is that in this world, Nur is a human who is taken into another world in the 90s and has since become a non-human. She escapes and manages to come back to Earth via the cafe with some bits and pieces of her memories. So Rindo is asked to investigate just what her deal is and if she's dangerous, and that's how they start meeting up and getting to know each other. So yeah, again, the art is in progress. I'm not gonna lie, it is a meme redraw because there's a meme redraw I really wanted and I thought it was perfect for Rindo and Nur. So that'll be coming in at some point early this month. Well, early next month. It's not June yet. But I really like his route. I like him a lot. But fun fact, like, I always feel like if I want a Yume ship or if I really want to gush about a character from a game that we've played on Otome Tuesday, I feel a little bit awkward about it just because it's like, all of us in Otome Tuesday, we kind of latch onto our characters and kind of like make them our own. So I'm just like, I hope it's not weird if I'm Yume shipping with the character you've latched onto. Oh, I don't want to make it weird. But yeah, there's a lot of really funny bits with Rindo in our Otome Tuesday read-throughs, by the way. Really funny. But I do like Rindo just as Rindo, by the way. Anyway, it's Astarion! Astarion's a character in Baldur's Gate 3. He's a vampire spawn who only escaped his vampire lord via getting kidnapped by mind flayers and having a tadpole put in his brain. Everyone's seen this man. If you haven't, please play Baldur's Gate 3. I love and adore this man and identify heavily with his backstory. Asexual. 206, 420 blaze it. No. I think it's like 220-ish. I don't know. It's another one of those things where, like, I'm gonna be honest, like, the only, like, confident answer I can say is, like, 200-ish. And by that, I mean, like, anywhere from, like, 200 to 250. And it's because, there's a lot of ambiguity about, like, how old he actually is, and part of it is because, like, Astarion's memory is kind of bad because he's been tortured for all that time, so his, like, his sense of timeline is kind of bad. So we don't know. It's probably like 200 to 250. That's the only answer I can really give everybody. So yeah, Astarion, I love him. He's literally the living form of trauma. Oh man. Like, here's the thing about Astarion and Nur, is that half the time I want to ship with them, and half the time I'm like, oh, I am him, because there are so many things about his backstory that I heavily relate to, like, because of my asexuality. So it's kind of like a combination of, like, I want to be with him, but also I am him at the same time. It's funny. It's funny that way. So, but I do have a lot of thoughts about the Yume ship. So, in the Baldur's Gate 3 setting, Nur's a shape changer who lives underground at Baldur's Gate. She's an information broker who charges top dollar for information people need, and because she is a shape changer, like, she can easily blend into a lot of scenarios, like, just gather information that way. So she's infamous for never showing people her real face and instead donning multiple different appearances. So people don't know, like, what she actually is supposed to look like and, like, what her real persona is. Nur and Astarion meet in Act 3 when the party needs an easy way to get into the vampire mansion, because, like, I'm gonna be real, I think one of the biggest flaws about Astarion's story is that they just fucking walk into the manor. Like, I think it should have been a little more than that, but also Act 3 is big enough as it is. So Nur hooks them up with invitations to the last party that Cazador's hosting. And both of their thoughts are basically like, man, they're kind of crazy. I hope I never see them again, because Nur's a shape changer, and currently, like, the Baldur's Gate 3 gang is fighting against the shape changer, so automatically their thoughts are, like, suspicious. Like, they don't know who she really is, and that's not good. And meanwhile, Nur is looking at Astarion just like, wait, you're going back to the mansion? You're a fucking idiot. These guys are stupid. I never want to get involved in their shit again. So they have no intention of ever meeting again after first meeting. But then after Baldur's Gate 3 and Astarion flees from the sunlight, they meet again and end up becoming roommates to friends to lovers in the underground of Baldur's Gate, because I think that's cute. So most of their, like, Yume ship thoughts are, like, after the events of Baldur's Gate 3 and not, like, during Baldur's Gate. Because I don't know, that's just how I think it works the best for the Yume ship. So yeah, it's a lot of, like, friendly stuff, and then they fall for each other eventually. Like, both Nur and Astarion, it's probably a extreme slow burn for both of them, because they both have individual hang-ups and stuff. But next up we have Anders! Oh my god, it's Anders! Oh my god! Does anybody know Anders in the crowd right now? Oh my god, look, it's him! So, the troubled child, he's fine. So, Anders is a character in the Dragon Age series and is romanceable in Dragon Age 2. He first appears in Dragon Age Origins Awakening as a runaway mage you can recruit into the Grey Wardens. He's pretty silly, flirty, goes with the flow kind of guy in that game, and there he meets a spirit of justice who's trapped in a corpse. who was recruited into the Grey Wardens because the corpse used to be a Grey Warden. So, needs you to find poop for him. That's in Act 3. So in Dragon Age 2, he's a more intense and serious guy because he has willingly been possessed by a spirit of justice. Except Anders is actually harboring a lot of rage inside of him. And because of that, justice isn't really justice anymore. It is more of a malevolent spirit inside of him. Uh-oh. But Anders runs an underground clinic for the poor and helps mages run away from the Circle / Templars in his free time. What a nice guy! Except the spirit of justice / vengeance is slowly corrupting him for the entire course of the game, which changes his personality until he blows up a church full of innocent people. And he either does this willingly if you're his friend or unwillingly if you're his rival. Because, fun fact, if you're a rival with Anders, you can actually convince him, you're a rival with Anders, and then as you're getting closer to the end of the game, you actually can kind of get the sense of like, hey, Anders, I think you're up to something nefarious. What's going on here? And Anders will actually be like, oh, fuck. Wait, I think you're right. I think this is all wrong. You need to help me stop something. And the spirit inside of him possesses him and tells you to leave. So basically, it's like if you're a rival with him, then the spirit possesses him and forces him to blow up the building. Whereas if you're a friend and encouraging the possession, then he does it all on his own. It's really interesting. And also, during my first year of streaming, I had a redeem where I would tell everybody fun facts about Anders because I really love him. Yippee! Anyway, uh-oh, this is a lot of text on the slide, Ner. Uh-oh, that's a lot of text over here that you're gonna have to read. Uh-oh, that's a lot of thoughts about Anders. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So, Anders Ner. Surprisingly, I only have one bit of art with them, and that's fairly recent. So, yippee! So yeah, Anders Ner. I have so many thoughts about Anders Ner. So, the first thing you should know is that I consider every single Anders romance to be a tragedy, which will define what you're gonna be hearing later. So this is where my AO3 tendencies come out because I Yume ship this in an MGIT way. So this means modern girl in Thedas, and that means a normal Earth person is sent to the Dragon Age universe by some way, usually an Inquisition because it was really popular, because Inquisition was the most popular, so like people wanted to MGIT into Inquisition specifically, whereas this is for Dragon Age 2. So, Ner, ordinary person living on Earth, taken to Dragon Age 2 via blood magic, and she knows the power levels that suck. Yeah, so, she's taken to the Dragon Age universe and she knows their power levels, and, she has memories of being both Goku and Kakarot. And she has to choose which one she wants to be. And also Mr. Bobo's there. So yeah, so a bunch of blood mages pulled her in from beyond the veil. And she ends up escaping them, but collapses in Darktown sometimes between Acts 1 and 2 in Dragon Age 2. So, by the way, while you're listening to this, try and guess how old Anders is, because there is an answer. So someone drags her ass to Anders' clinic and she wakes up with 0 memories. So while healing her, Anders senses some blood magic weirdness and notices that Ner has 0 magical resistances because Earth doesn't have magic. And this is great for healing magic because like he doesn't have to put in any effort to heal her up, and like she's heavily damaged and stuff. She's heavily injured from the blood mage thing, but like Anders barely has to lift a finger to heal her up entirely, good as new. So that's great. However, it's terrible for everything else. So So blood magic is like especially dangerous for her, and already blood magic is insanely dangerous to anybody in the Dragon Age setting. So like if blood magic gets her, then it is really bad. So basically he invites her to stay in the clinic to figure it out, because like basically because blood magic is involved, and like it's very dangerous for her specifically. He wants to kind of figure it out. So eventually she does become the front for Anders' clinic. So if Templars are ever around or like investigating or sniffing around, then Anders is gonna hide, and then Nur pretends that she's helping everybody with the herbs and potions, and basically says like, hey, I'm the healer actually. There's no magic here. I just got a bunch of potions and stuff and it works. So Anders falls for her really, really hard or really, really fast, because that's just how he is. And if there's any like non-mage who's willing to help the mage causes, then he gets really intense over that, and just like immediately head over heels. And Nur kind of gets swept up in it, and also falls hard for him eventually. But like it's definitely like it's kind of like I don't know how to describe it, but she just gets swept away in like his feelings and stuff, and gets caught up in it too. So everything's all great until a little after Act 2 finishes. So they find the blood mages who summoned Nur and killed them, and TLDR, they did it under the direction of a demon who knew about Earth and wanted a vessel that could become a blank slate, since people from Earth aren't resistant to magic, since they come from a world without magic. So like, so basically like they brought over here to basically be a vessel for a demon, because there would be nothing, they could make it so she'd be just like a blank slate on the inside. So once they're all dead, Nur remembers everything and is like, holy shit, Anders is gonna blow up a church, and decides to stop it. Knowing that it's a canon event in Dragon Age 2 that always happens no matter what you do with Anders, no matter what, he always blows up the church. Like every single choice he make always leads to Anders blowing up the church. And anyway, she fails. So Varric, another character in Dragon Age 2, ends up taking her in after the dust settles. Hawke does not kill Anders, but tells him to get out of town, and they never see each other again. So yeah, it ends in tragedy. Later down the line, Nur leaves in the dead of night to journey to Haven because, hey, well, I'm heartbroken. I couldn't really stop Anders from blowing up that building, but, you know, I know that the Conclave's about to happen, and that starts Dragon Age Inquisition, so I know that building's gonna blow up, so I'm gonna try and prevent this, because I couldn't prevent this thing, but I can prevent this other thing. But she also fails that because they don't believe her. Like, she comes up, like, they kind of consider, they think that she's a raving maniac because she keeps on saying, like, oh my god, the Conclave's gonna explode, you gotta get everybody out of there, and all of them are just like, what the fuck are you talking about? You're crazy, get out of here. But eventually she does join the Inquisition after Varric drags her into it. And then Anders dies sometimes. Anders is dead sometime between, leaving Kirkwall and the first year of Inquisition. Uh-oh. So Anders canonically dies. Anyway. And that's Anders Nur. Man. So many things happening in this one. So I do have so many thoughts about my little adventure here. Eventually I would like to try writing it, but also it's so much, man. It's just so much. Oh shit! Is that the motherfucking Warrior of Light? That's right. It's time. It's finally time for me to talk about my Warrior of Light. It's time. So, Avedis Tate is my Warrior of Light from Final Fantasy XIV. From A Realm Reborn to Shadowbringers, she was a summoner. In Endwalker, she was a machinist. And right now, in Dawntrail, she is a dancer. And I think she's gonna stay a dancer through Evercold, too. She's my hungry, hungry Miko. who loves eating food around the world, adventure, and having no thoughts head empty. Unfortunately, being the Warrior of Light has given her anxiety, and she worries a lot and feels the weight of the world on her shoulders, which gets in the way of her having a fun little food adventure. She's very cute, by the way. Look how cute she is in this art over here. Holy shit, she's just so cute. Exactly, that's why her one emote on my channel is her eating a giant thing of meat. So anyway, let's introduce Leofard Mist. So Leofard Mist is a character in the Final Fantasy XIV Shadows of Mach raid series in Heavensward. He is the leader of the Red Bills, a group of sky pirates that explore the clouds for adventure and riches. He ropes the Warrior of Light into exploring a ghost ship with him, and a lot of shit happens during that adventure. He's very cocky and flirts with the Warrior of Light, and he's literally the most perfect man ever. People slept on him for the longest time and still do, to be honest. I don't think Vel's finished his raid series, by the way. There are several people I know who have never finished the Mach raid series, and it makes me sad every time, because look at this man, he's so perfect. How can you sleep on him? He's so cool. What the fuck? How do people not look at this guy and be like... When I saw him for the first time, my brain chemistry got changed, and I don't know how that didn't happen for more people. So, Leovetus. There's a lot of shit going on here. So Leofard instantly made an impression on Avedis because after Heavensward, he was the first person to address her by her name and treated her as another adventurer and not the Warrior of Light. And you see, this was during the time that if there was a cutscene without voice acting, I would hit skip. What the fuck? Why? What? Why would you do that? What? What? Why would you do that? This man has never seen Leofard then. Anyway, so Avedis was basically smitten pretty much immediately, and Leofard also expressed his interest, and they became really fast friends, and also friends with benefits. They were sleeping together throughout the raid series, and continued to hook up as they went on. I was a notorious skipper, partially because my group of friends were ahead of me. I didn't want them to wait, and I have seen him through you. But you haven't points. You haven't seen him though. You don't know him from the source. You haven't drank him from the tap. What the fuck? This is glorp shit. This is so glorp shit. The fuck? So they continued to hook up as time went on, and Leofard started to catch feelings for Avedis, during Stormblood specifically, because he was kind of, like, Stormblood was very rough for Avedis, because there was, like, a lot of shit going on with Stormblood, and, Leofard started to notice, like, hey, wait, I think Avedis is not doing so hot, and I'm kind of concerned, and I don't think this is good. But Avedis started feeling like her time with Leofard was the only time she could really be herself anymore, because otherwise she was like the Warrior of Light and like the person who was like helping everybody during Stormblood, and she thought Leofard was like the special safe person and very important to her. And they were both in heavy denial about their feelings due to their individual hang-ups about it. And it wasn't until Shadowbringers when Avedis stopped returning to the source midway through MSQ. Because basically, like, when Avedis started figuring out that, like, the light was affecting her, she stopped going back to the source entirely. Because she was afraid that, like, if something went wrong, she would rather be on the first rather than on the source. Because that's where all the Scions were to take care of it. So Leofard had no idea what was happening except that Avedis had vanished. And the last thing that he'd heard is that she'd fallen in battle with Garlemald. Smile. So he thought that she might be dead for a little bit of that, and that kind of destroyed him for a bit. And now, as of Dawntrail, they're in a fully committed relationship. They're still like a little bit open, so they do like still bed other people sometimes, but otherwise they're completely in a... They are very committed to each other. Anyway, warning! The next slides will contain spoilers for Tales of Vesperia. I'm starting a playthrough of it next week, so if you want to avoid spoilers, then look away and plug your ears. I'm probably going to be talking about Vesperia spoilers until we move on to the to the VN tier listing portion of the stream. So just be warned. Like, we're going to be discussing Vesperia spoilers right now. And by the way, if you do know these things from the Yume Ship channel on Vel's Discord, then you already know these things. So this is Raven. I love him. Smooches his little face. So, Raven is a party member in Tales of Vesperia. He's a sleazy, suspicious old man who's a high rank in Altos, which is the largest guild in Dawngrest. Raven is also Schwann, a serious Imperial knight working under the resident bad guy, Commandant Alexei. Raven is also Dameron, a knight who died years ago during the war. So, TLDR, Raven is a double agent working for both the Empire and the Guild, but is really just doing the dirty work of Alexei. So basically, when Raven died as Dameron, Alexei resurrected him by replacing his heart with a Blastia, and Alexei holds the kill switch for the Blastia, which means Raven's life is literally in Alexei's hands. So Raven's kind of dead inside, and both the personas of Raven and Schwann are just different masks he puts on, just to fit in best where he is. But Raven is like the persona that's the closest to how he actually is. It's like the closest to like what he, like who he would actually be if he had not died. But it's fine. He's just a silly old guy who likes flirting with women. Smile. And also he's a character with my asexual seal of approval, because there's some evidence in the game that he doesn't actually mean most of the flirting he does, and he's not actually interested if anybody reciprocates. So like there's like a little optional dialogue you can get where like Raven starts flirting with somebody and she immediately is like, oh my god, hey big boy, like immediately starts flirting back, and Raven just goes completely silent because he's like not interested actually. So like as soon as you flirt back, he's just like, I don't care, actually. Which I like. It's very nice, and it gives credence to the asexual part of him that I think he is. And also, his color scheme has black and purple, which is also an asexual thing. So this is Raver, who's like the main Yume ship I have. There's more art cooking right now. Smile. But to get into this Yume ship, I have to explain Nur's backstory for this one. So, in Tales of Vesperia, Nur's from a noble family in the Empire with close ties to the royal family. Her line's special in that they can occasionally get knowledge of the future in their dreams. And it's not really like seeing a vision of the future. It's more like you wake up one day and you're like, oh fuck, the Empire is about to do this and stuff. Like, it's like you wake up and just knowing something. So it's not like a typical prophecy or anything where you see what's happening in the future. You just like, you know something's gonna happen, and you know it you know it in the depths of your soul that it is true. So it's kind of like that. So after the Emperor dies, her father gets a vision that says like, hey, the succession crisis after this is gonna last like years, and it's gonna be really bad for the Empire. So to try and get around it, he offers Nur as an Imperial candidate for the throne. And she doesn't have a lot of support, but she tries anyway because, you know, her father said it's gonna be a problem, so she's gonna try and help him do that. Meanwhile, Alexei catches wind about it and orchestrates the noble estate to catch on fire. So nobody in Nur's family survives except for Nur, who's brought in for Blastia experimentation, and her legs are replaced with Blastia legs. So Nur escapes and makes her way to Dawngrest, where she joins a guild and swears to never go to the Empire again. It ignores any prophetic dream she has, except Alexei soon learns her location because Raven's there working for a guild, so he just sees things happen. And Raven has to keep close tabs on her. Uh-oh. So, yeah, that's kind of the setup for their Yume ship, where it's like half of their Yume ship and half the relationship is built on lies, which I think is great and really delicious. But yeah, that it kind of like goes off there, but I just wanted to like explain the backstory for them, just because like it defines everything that they are later down the line. Like Raven is keeping track of her because, you know, she knows things and she does have prophetic dreams, so she could learn something that would mess with Alexei's plans. But of course, like Nur does not know this throughout the whole thing. But yeah, I think that's the last slide. Because I was like, yeah, that's good. Also, anybody want to guess how old Raven is? Because he has a canonical age as well. Also, Leiford does too. I'm just gonna give you the Leiford one. Leiford's 32. So Leiford is canonically 32. They say it in one of the Eorzea encyclopedias. Okay, so for Raven, we have 26, 32. Both of you are wrong. Raven is 35. Y'all keep on guessing low ages for mine. But he's 35 years old, canonically. They still, like, that's still fairly young. But, they still do play, because it's a Tales game. They do play up like, oh my god, he's so old. He's so old all the time. But he's only 35, but he does have the he kind of has an excuse because he's technically dead. So, yeah. He is a dead man walking, so he gets an excuse for that. Me is fucking with these crunchy knees. Oh no! I'm excited because I have a art of Nur and Raven cooking right now, and it looks so good, guys. I have Acidity on it. Oh, Acidity knows how to cook. Oh, yeah. Let me hide this. Yeah, that was the end of the slideshow. All right. So we are now cleared. We have officially cleared the PowerPoint section of the stream. We have done a Yume ship PowerPoint. Now what's up next? Well, we have the visual novel portion coming up. The end. Now go home. Come back for the tier list. Yeah, but actually come back. So, for those of you who weren't here at the beginning of the stream, so, I'm required, because of the Frost Fatales charity event, to make do a visual novel tier list. So I have found a Otome game tier list for us to do. So let's go over these things. So top one is peak gaming. It doesn't get any better than this. After that is amazing. Next, this is pretty good. Then it's an okay out of 10. Then bad with a lot of exclamation points. Then after that is, I want to run over this game with my car, back up, run over it again, and then go forward, so I'll run over it a third time. Then, I am currently playing through this and not done. Okay, so there are going to be a few things that are going to pop into here. It just means like, hey, I'm working on it. I can't really make an opinion on it so far. And then after that is, they made this into an Otome game. I want to play this now. Where is the English patch? And then followed by, I don't know this man. A lot of games are going to be in the I don't know this man category. So, I'm pretty sure for this tier list, they took the entire catalog of Otomates and put it here. So there's going to be a lot of things here that I just don't fucking know. But we're going to try our best getting through this. let's get started. I don't know this. I don't know this. It's gonna be more surprising if I know something here. Holy shit. So, this is Alice Academy. I didn't know they made an Otome game out of this, so I would like to know this one, please. I really love the manga for Alice Academy. It never got a finished localization in English because Tokyopop imploded while they were publishing the manga volumes, but the manga's really, really good, like surprisingly good. Anyway, let's keep going. I don't know this. I don't know this. Oh, there's a lot of things I don't know here. Is that Fushigi Yugi? That might be Fushigi Yugi. I'm putting that there. That might be Fushigi Yugi. It looks like original Fushigi Yugi. I'm just putting it there, assuming it's Fushigi Yugi. Okay, let's keep going. Woo! Woo! Yeah, there's gonna be so many in bottom category. And you know, you guys know why I know that they just yoinked the Otome games list? Because L2 Love X Loop is here. Nobody else fucking knows this game. Wait, I'm making a new category for L2 Love X Loop. New category. Okay. There we go. There we go. Actually, I'm putting it below amazing. Please translate this. It's a bad game, but I want to play it. Okay, don't know this. They made an Earl X Fairy game? Okay, this is, yeah, this is, Earl and Fairy, which is like a pretty, it's like based off a light novel. But it also got an anime and a manga, which I actually pretty like. I like the manga pretty much, but I like it, so putting it there. This is the Fushigi Yugi Genbu Kaiden game. Putting that there. Okay. There. Oh, we're getting into a lot of things I just don't know, man. Oh. Wait. What the fuck is this? I don't think I know what this... Anyway. Oron! Okay. Okay. Okay, I know the girl side ones. Wait, I should put this, in this. At above. New tier, new tier. Okay. The girl side games are pretty... The girl side games have a really good, good reputation, so I did want to give them a shot at some point. Oh my fucking god, Alice in the Country of Hearts. Fuck. Shit. Alice in the Country of Hearts, I know that one. Is that Skip Beat? I never liked Skip Beat anyway. Let's see. We're just gonna go until I see something I might recognize. Fuck. There's... Oh, we're getting into like a long row of things I just don't know anything about. Oh god. This is terrible. Is that Hakuoki? No, it's not. There's like a school Hakuoki version that's being translated soon, but I don't think that's it. Or it might be out already. It was like Hakuoki SSL. I think it just got a localization. Because they like brought it to the Switch and they were finally like, okay, we'll do it. We'll put it on here. Okay. Allison Country Hearts, I know you. Get up. Get out of here. Amnesia, holy shit. Get out of here. Fucking hate you, Amnesia. Man, Christ, there's so many fucking Otome games. What the fuck? Okay. Allison Country Hearts, get out of here. Boom. Oh, that's, I'm not sure about this one. Nope. Amnesia. Get out of here. Okay. Allison Country Hearts. Get out of here. I like how the only ones that I have found that I like are either Love X Loop or the ones I just really don't like. Oh no. Oh, Italia. I'm not gonna lie, I would play it. Just to see what happens with it. Oh. No, I want to put that there. I think that'd be too painful to go through. Oh no. Okay, this is Hakuoki, I think. I'm just putting all the Hakuokis in the I'm playing it, just because I don't know which one is the one I'm playing. So all Diabolic Lovers. Get the fuck out of here. Yes, thank you. What? What, for Hakuoki? For what? What do you feel so seen and validated over? There's a lot going on right now. Wait, this is... I don't know that one. Diabolic Lovers? Oh, it's terrible. It's horrible. I played... On Otome Tuesday, we played a little bit of the English patch for it. Oh my god. Christ. So bad. Allison Country Hearts. Get out of here. Oh my god, it's Uto no Prince-sama! I would. I would. I was told I would enjoy it because I like edgy boy- I don't know why it's popular. I don't know why it got an anime. I don't know why there's a billion different games with them. It's so bad. Like, even if you like that kind of game, like, if you like edge things, if you like edgelords, and if you like, yandere stuff, and if you like this fantasy where, like, you're with a bad guy, there are much better options. There has to be better options than Diabolic Lovers, right? That's a Diabolic Lovers. I recognize that fucking art style. Get out of here. It could actually wait. Doesn't have. Is that Oz Mafia? I don't know. I can't tell. I don't know. I might have to put that there. Uta no Prince-sama! I wanna play it. There's better- yeah, there's way better yanderes out there. Like, we don't have to settle for that. Like, come on. Okay. We're getting into more modern stuff, so I'm like modern as in like not PS2, PSP era. So I think we'll start seeing some things I recognize soon. But we have to like crawl our way through here first. That is that Oz Mafia? If that's Oz Mafia, I know where it's going. Christ. Get the fuck out of here. This is gonna be the funniest tier list ever because there's so few up top. Oh god. Utano Prince-sama. Yeah. Seeing this makes me want to make a new dating sim so bad. Oh my god. Oh, dating sims. I love them. It may not look like I play a lot from this, but this is because most of these are Japanese only. Oh. Code Realize! There we go. There we go. Peak Gaming love Code Realize so much. I know, they're so good. Future Blessings. It's pretty okay. Oh my god, it's Dance with Devils. Oh, I wanna play it. Oh, Dance with Devils, you're a mess, but I wanna play you so bad. So, for those of you who don't know, Dance with Devils, it was like a collaboration game and anime, but the anime was a musical. So, like, each episode of the anime had a minimum of one song where a boy would sing a song, and it was so good. It was so funny to watch, and most of the boys are actually terrible, by the way. Like, they aren't good love interests. There's only one that I consider that to be like a really good love interest. But oh my god, it was so weird. It was such a weird game, you can't help but like it. Diabolic Lovers. Where's the bad one? There we go. Okay. We're getting into stuff that's more familiar to me. Okay, this is Variable Barricade, which I do want to try playing at some point. It looked interesting. It has a really good style to it. The K Project. K Project was bad. Holy shit, it's Seven Scarlet. Wild Buzz Hatoful Boyfriend. I'm pretty sure I saw Hatoful Boyfriend somewhere. Bad. Yeah, Hatoful Boyfriend's gonna be rated pretty high. Genuinely a good time. People always use Hatoful Boyfriend as like oh, like it, like that's why games that make fun of Otome games are good or something. Whereas like Hatoful Boyfriend genuinely is a great game. Diabolic Lovers. And we have Future Blessings. Christmas stars. So, yeah, 11 out of 10. Exactly. That is the correct. Oh, here's Oz Mafia. Oh, fuck you, Oz Mafia. I don't know what this is, but yeah, it goes back in there. Charade Maniacs I haven't played yet. Not play again as it destroyed me emotionally, but love it. Exactly, that's a sign of a good game. Where you just be like, man, what a miserable time. Loved it. Collar Malice, I've heard really good things about Collar Malice, but I haven't played it yet. And also with the fan disc, too. This is Taisho no Alice, which was famous for, Taisho no Alice was famous for getting a really, really botched localization to begin with. So instead, like, I think they took down the original localization of it and then eventually, like, released it in parts. Which is a shame to hear. Like, you always hate it when somebody gets a really botched localization. Because apparently, like, the Taisho no Alice people, like, thought it was, like, a reputable place they got the translation from, but I think they were scammed because, you know, they didn't speak English, so they inadvertently hired somebody who just took their money and ran. And, like, gave a really botched localization. Amnesia. How far are we? Oh my god, there's still so many. What the fuck? There's still so many down here. Okay. Like, I technically know Norn, but everybody I've talked to about Norn has said not to play it. So I'm just gonna put it down at the bottom with the slush pile. Steam Prison. That wasn't really good. I really didn't enjoy my time with Steam Prison. Oh man, am I gonna be able to talk positively about any of these things? Oh no, because all we have so far is Code Realize. Please, is there something I recognize coming up? Please. Is that just a cat boy you told me? Okay. You know what? Yeah. Oh, I recognize this one. I think this one's on Steam. I own it, but I haven't gotten into it yet. I'm pretty sure, because I think the MC, I recognize her. My Forged Wedding! I've played this one! Oh no, they got Voltage on here. Oh, bad. Not the Voltage games. Oh, they got Pub Encounter. I've played that too! Oh, not Pub Encounter. I'm pretty sure I gave somebody PTSD. It was Roland. Like I forced Roland to play that for some kind of event he was doing, and I think I gave him PTSD from playing that one because it's really not a good game. And I literally made him play it as a joke. Oh fuck! I dropped this somewhere. Where did Amnesia go? Fuck. Shit, I lost the Amnesia. It's fine. It's fine. Dude, the art style of this one's pretty. I wonder what that is. I mean, I don't know, but I wonder. Oh, Vampire Knight. Oh no. Bad. Oh, not Vampire Knight. They made a Shugo Chara dating sim? What do you mean they made a Shugo Chara dating sim? What the fuck? There's another Alice Academy dating sim? What do you mean there's more than one? What the fuck? Hello? Alice Academy? Why do you have 2 different dating sims? Holy shit. Oh my god, we're finally near the end. Okay. Oh, Prince of Tennis. I think Prince of Tennis is getting localized soon. So I do want to play that. Oh, Girl Side. That's the third girl side game. It is a Todeki Meki Love Girl Side. Oh boy! Hi, Chag. Yo, they made... This got an Otome game? What? What the fuck? They made an Otome game? Okay, So I was trying to draw, except that I was probably yapping in your ear, just like, man, why is Nur yapping in my ear? Failed cut off my hands? No! Draw another Pomni, you'll feel better after that. Hot to boyfriend! Amazing. It's a good yap in my ears? Good. Sorry, there's not a lot of yapping happening right now because I'm trying to find the games that I know in this giant pile of game. Wait, fuck, where'd it go? Okay, I can't do that then. I struggle with very round shapes. Draw kit then. Oh my god, this is Nekopara, the boys one. This is terrible. This is literally the worst game I've ever played. I feel like there should be another tier for this. Like below. Alright, new tier for Nekopara. No, Ham, the Nekopara boys version is literally the worst Otome game I've ever played in my fucking life. It's terrible. Oh, there's Olympia Soiree. Which I am in the middle of. Yeah. Rest in peace, Nekopara. Yeah, exactly. Cafe Enchanté! Did the boy version at least have choices? I think so, but okay, again, Cafe Enchanté Peak Gaming. The girl Nekopara sure didn't, at least the first one. Okay, so I believe there is choices in, from what I remember, in Nekopara Boys version. However, they don't know how to write for women. And I mean that really seriously, because half of the dialogue was teaching you about customer service. It felt like more of an employee training than it was an Otome game. It was bad. Like, it was just bad. Ugh. Hakuoki? Okay, so Paradigm Paradox I want to play at some point. Jack Jean! Oh, Jack Jean is so good. I want to force the Otome crew to play that at some point. Oh, it's peak gaming right there. Guys, if you haven't played Jack Jean yet and you like Otome games, Jack Jean is so fucking good. Oh my god. Like, literally. Oh. There's a lot of Otome games I'm putting in the playing through one because I am stopped in the middle of a route or something. Okay, so what's it called? Symphony Kiss? Symphony Kiss is not for me. Val played a little bit of it, and just like based on what Val said, I know I would not like that at all. So like I don't want to play it. Okay, I'm just gonna put this in a new category. Wait. Did I accidentally delete a category? Fuck. Yeah, I did delete a category. Fuck. We can rebuild. And we make another category for... Not for me. And that goes, Symphony Kiss goes there. Okay, this is Hakuoki, I think. Or I don't know, man. It's something. Yeah, that's Olympia Soiree. That goes into the currently playing category. Yeah, this one too was there. Alright, let's just keep going with this one. Oh, this is a Genso Menage, which I played some of this, and I thought it was pretty okay. Oh god, this is another Alice in the Country Hearts. Fuck. They keep on putting out Alice in the Country Hearts games. Oh god. I mean, I kind of want to... I want to play it just to see what they did with it. Because this is, The new Alice in the Country Hearts games are, they're by a different developer now because the original developer went bankrupt. So I'm curious what the new developer is doing with the franchise, but I don't have my hopes up. Oh my god, Tay, hi, welcome in. We're doing a Tomy game tier list because I'm way overdue for it. Okay, what is this? Despera Drops. I talked about that earlier. It's a weird game. I really like it, but it is not perfect. I'm putting in pretty good just because like the beginning is so good it eclipses the end of the game, which is very weird. All right. As Hakuoki, I put Hakuoki in the in progress category. Okay, what are you? Oh, is fourth heart for girl side? Todeki Meki, whatever the cool name is. But girl side, I do want to play. Just to experience it, you know? It is more Hakuoki. I'm putting it again in the in progress because I'm playing a Hakuoki. I don't know which Hakuoki I'm playing. Okay. All right. Got Bacarina. I do own it. I do own Bacarina because it did get localized, but I haven't played it yet. Do the Fate Stay Night games count as Otome? I don't think so. Cupid Parasite, which we're currently playing on Otome Tuesday. I have done my own personal playthrough though. I think it's pretty good. Like obviously the visuals and the music is like the lowest part of the game just because it's just too much. But like I don't really have an interest in playing the fan disc to be honest, but eh. Oh shit, Pio Fiore. Oh my god, Pio Fiore is... Oh, it's not the worst. It's not a Neko Parabad, but oh my god, I don't like Pio Fiore. And then there's the Pio Fiore sequel, which I haven't played, but I have seen the route summaries for, and let's just say I'm not impressed by it. Oh, Bustafellows! Bustafellows is amazing. It's not my favorite, but I love it a lot. Actually, you know what? Because I technically didn't play it myself, I'm just gonna put this into not for me. Bustafellows 2, I am currently working on it. Smile. Okay, that's Verche Evermore, which I do own, but I haven't cracked it open yet because, again, look at my in progress list. It's so bad. So want to, along with the fan disc for it. Okay, so I recognize this one, but I don't know what it is in English. We have Mistonia. Mistonia I'm really loving. Just because I've already cleared some routes for it, I am gonna actually put it in the tier list. I think it's amazing so far. But I still need to finish it, so... But the routes I have played are really, really good. This is, Illusions of Itahari, which I'm interested out of morbid curiosity. It is by, I think it's by the same artist and writer as Pio Fiore, which I hate. So, but I am interested to see what shit happens in there, you know? Even if Tempest, really good. Like, shockingly good. Because it's a voltage game. Don't know that. That is a Tome Danshi, which just came out. And I do like have it on a wish list somewhere, but I do want to play it. Steam Prison. Not for me. It's the fan disc. Okay, the villainess adored by the prince of the neighbor kingdom. Holy shit. Not really good. I know of this one and I'm interested. I think it's by the same Voltage studio that made Even If Tempest, so I am very interested. Okay, 9-Rip was not for me. Oh my god, Errol, hi, we're doing a Tome game tier list. Nice hat, thank you. And then the fan disc for 9-Rip is also not for me. Okay, so 9-Rip, I was, like, when 9-Rip was announced, I was like, part of me was interested, but also because it's like a high school age protagonist and love interest, which I was not interested in. But then somebody told me like, hey, actually, 9-Rip, it is high schoolers, but it's mainly about the horror about it. So I was like, okay, I like horror. I'm gonna try it. But I played it and it was all high school drama. I hated it. It's not for me. I don't think it's a bad game. It's just like, for 9-Rip, in this case, it's not a bad game. I think it's actually pretty good, but it is entirely not for me, and it is not what I wanted out of the game. Thank you for the care package. Alright, go to this. Oh, Over Requiem Z, I really want to play. I'm actually really excited for it. It's getting localized later this year. Like, I'm just gonna put this at the top because, like, I am here for it. Like, it is an Otome game that's been on my radar for a long time because it has really bad endings. We've done it! Alright, guys. VN tier list. So, at the top, in the peak gaming, it doesn't get any better than this category. We have Code Realize, Cafe Enchanté, and Jack Jean. In the amazing category, we have Hatafoy Boyfriend, Holiday Star, Hatafoy Boyfriend, Bastafellows 1, and Mystria. Oh, no, wait, I'm mixing up my names. It's Mistonia. Mistonia over here. And then we have L2 Love X Loop is a game for the PS2 that exists. Please translate this. Which is occupied by L2 Love X Loop. Then we have This Was Pretty Good, which is Despera Drops, Cupid Parasite, and Even If Tempest. For OK out of 10, we have both of the Code Realize fan discs and Genso Menage. Then for bad category, we have Seven Scarlet, Steam Prison, My Forged Wedding, and the Vampire Knight visual novel. For I want to run over this game with my car, back up, run it over again, then go forward so I'll run it over a third time, we have all of the Alice in the Country of Hearts games, all of the Amnesia games, all of the Diabolic Lovers games, the Hetalia game, the Villainess Adored by the Prince of the Neighbor Kingdom, Pio Fiore, and Pub Encounter. And then in the final category of the worst pile of shit I've ever played is the Boys Necopara game. Yes, there's a Hetalia one, it's right here. And for the haven't played it yet but want to, we have Over Requiem Z, all the girl side games, all the Utano Prince Sama games, Variable Barricade, Charade Maniacs, the Collar X Malice games, Taisho X Alice, the Prince of Tennis game, Crimson Butterfly, I think this one's called, Paradigm Paradox, the brand new Alice in the Country Hearts games, the Baccarina game, the Cupid Parasite Fan Disc, and Verce Evermore, Illusions of Itehari, Otome Danshi, and Red Bell's Lament is this last one. And then for they made this into an Otome game, I Want This Now, whereas the English patch, we have 2 different Alice Academy games, 2 different Fushigi Yugi games, the Earl and Fairy game, the Ouran High School Host Club game, 2 Shogochara games, and I forget the name of this one, but it is like a classic shoujo manga, but that also has a game apparently. And then I have some stuff in the middle playing and some stuff that's not for me, and also all of these games in I have never heard of this before. Oh, there's so many in here. Oh, that was so many I had to put there. But we did it. So that is the visual novel. Sorry, I'm checking my Okay, so guys, we're over here. We have finished the Yume ship PowerPoint, and we have just now finished the visual novel tier listing. So guys, we have to get to the bribe part of the stream. Okay, so there is one single charity incentive that I have yet to do from November 2025. That was a while ago. I think that's almost 6 months ago, and I still have yet to do this charity incentive. And I'm gonna be honest, I have run into some roadblocks, specifically because I'm trying to figure out how to do it in a way that won't dox my location, because it's really hard to set up like a streaming setup with a camera so it doesn't show anything or doesn't reflect onto you, and my desk is not that big, so I can't really put everything on my desk because there isn't room for it. So it is the A1 steak sauce and Will It Old Bay stream, because I wanted to do it with a camera, and I have yet to do it just because I keep running into these roadblocks. So guys, I have a bribe. Let me do something real quick. So let me take this away from you. Okay. So here's my bribe. Okay, so this is overdue. So you might be like, Ner, what could you potentially bribe us with as an exchange? So here's what I'm offering you. So what if we don't do the A1 steak sauce and Old Bay stream? And you might be like, Ner, why would we not do the Old Bay steak sauce stream? We paid money to do this. Well, wait, why is that being auto-modded? That's my name. That's my fucking name. What the I'm screenshotting that. What the fuck? Okay, Ner. Yeah, so chat. Ner? I don't know what's up with the auto-mod. I'm gonna have to like go into auto-mod settings and like see what's going on, because this has been... This is terrible. One of the incentives that wasn't met during my previous charity relay was a card opening stream. You want to open this instead? Sorry, it's violent against you right now. It's, I guess. So, here's my trade. We don't do the A1 steak sauce thing anymore. And in exchange, instead of doing this, I open a little pack of a box of Final Fantasy TCG. It's not that money, it's only 20 packs. So, this is my bribe to you. Okay, so Aza says yes. Unfortunately, we won't be doing any tossing because my cat would eat the cards. So there won't be any tossing like in Vel streams, but you know, we do our best here. Okay, so we have a vote for Aza, who says that they are okay with that. Which Aza was the one who originally suggested the Old Bay steak sauce stream. So I think that weighs very heavily. But if we decide to take this, then that means I am completely clear for November and we will open these cards right now. And you might be like, Nur, how did you get these cards? Well, my local card shop had them for really cheap. And I was just like, wait a minute. That's a good bribe. And they just didn't get the card opening stream in this other charity event I did. So what if I just did a little swapsies? They're out really cheap. Yeah, it's like a smaller box too. But fun fact, Final Fantasy TCG doesn't really sell well. So a lot of shops that I frequent actually have them for like cheaper than what they originally sold for. So when they came out, they were stupid overpriced. Yeah, counter offer. I will accept pack opening for either Old Bay or A1, but not both. What? Are we counter offering? I just told you my hangups for doing the entire stream. The A1 and Old Bay was a single stream, Eenie. You cannot have half of the stream in exchange. You can't have half. It was a single stream. Are you counter-offering my bribe over there? Huh. What are the A1 Old Bay things? So originally the charity incentive was I will be doing in basically it's like a Will It Old Bay or Will It A1 steak sauce where I would have a bunch of food and I would put A1 steak sauce or Old Bay on it and see how it tastes. But the problem is, again, it'd be really hard for me to set up logistically in my current setup. And I'm not gonna lie, when I was originally going to get a house, I was like, perfect, I'm actually gonna have space to do this now. And now we're no longer getting the house, so I no longer have the space anymore. So, yeah, the pregnant house, yeah. They're gonna mix A1 and Old Bay into a bowl and eat that. Thank goodness. Oh my god, that would be a really short stream. So yeah, this is literally the Final Fantasy Legacy Collection. So it's basically like a special little Final Fantasy TCG with special art and stuff. And it's generally like a kind of souped up version, so it's not really like, you get like special art with it. So the card packs are also like a little less than a normal Final Fantasy TCG card back too. But so chat, we're gonna shake on this. I'm gonna make a poll and we're gonna shake on this. So let me make a poll. You get to see me type this. And I'm gonna run the poll for 2 minutes. All right. Vote in the poll if you will accept my bribe. which honestly, perfect timing for the battle music to kick in for Final Fantasy 15. So will you accept this bribe? Will you get to enjoy the experience of shiny cardboard instead of doing the A1 steak sauce stream? Make your voices known. Are you going to accept this bribe of mine? Or will you be like, no, no. Sadly, I don't know if I can vote because I donated in anything, but I'm cool. Yeah, you can still vote. The incentives were for everybody. But I have to have this in writing. The writing meaning the poll. So with this successful poll, you have accepted my bribe and I will be clear of my sins from November. And if not, then you will still be holding me accountable for my November 2025 overdue obligation of eating a lot of Old Bay and steak sauce. I'm sitting here staring at the poll, wondering what the results will be. I'm pretty sure this woman can hold so much sodium in her. I mean, yes, I can. I can indeed do that, but also, man. Let's see, we're going down to it. Let's see what the results are. We'll chat, accept the bribe. Yes, alright, we have accepted the bribe. We're shaking on it right now. The people have chosen yes. We will forsake the A1 steak sauce stream and Old Bay stream. They were the same fucking stream in exchange for opening cards. So let us all open some cards together. Alright. I also vote yes. Well, also, just playing games with Sade. Well, good news, everybody is unanimous, so... Alright. Let's get started. Again, we're not tossing anything because I don't want my cat to start eating stuff, but... we have... this many packs to open. Let's go! Alright. We have our first one. Oh, fuck. I knocked the mic around. Oh, god damn it. Alright. Yippee! Alright. This cat says so much cardboard to mention on. Oh my god. He would. Alright, I'm just gonna, like, open this off camera because otherwise I might knock the mic and I'd dox myself and everything go terribly. So. Alright. Let's go. Alright, so... oh my god. Okay. Back this up a little bit. Let's see. Alright, so first up we have Lady... oh my god, can this focus a little bit? Lady of Antiquity, from Dissidia Final Fantasy, it looks like. We have Erwin. Everybody loves Erwin, right? I don't know who this man is. From Brave Exodus? Huh. We have Verena from 11. Yo, we got a shiny. It's Cater from Type 0. Oh my god, this is supposed to be like a 4K camera, by the way. It is not focusing at all. And then we have, yo, check, quick, get over here, quick, check. Oh no, it's Lightning in Yuna's outfit. Oh my god, it's your girl. Check, quick. I'm putting this in like a friend pile for friends. All right. I hope that was satisfying. That was me dropping the cards into the box. Alright, next pack. Can't believe Check missed Lightning in Yuna's outfit. It's very cute. I'm gonna give it to him. Like, if there's any Final Fantasy characters I know people like that are gonna be at Offkai, I'm just gonna give these to them. Alright. Second pack. We have Trial from Final Fantasy V, I believe. Yep, that's 5. It's really cute art. That's really good art, by the way. I barely remember her from 5, but like, I might keep this for myself. That's for me. Okay, then we have somebody from Type 0. He's very boobalicious. Okay, then we have Polka from Crystal Chronicles. Ring of Fate, specifically. Oh, wait. The ones... I don't want to mix up the ones I don't want with the ones I want. I'm gonna keep this one. We got a shiny Chocobo! Oh, look how cute he is! Look at the shiny Chocobo! I think this is original art for the TCG too. Aww. Holy shit! It's Mog from Final Fantasy VI. Oh, this is beautiful. I think this is also original art. No, wait, it's from Amano. Oh, this is an original Amano. Oh, I'm keeping it. All right, put that over there. Pack number 3. All right, we have the zoo. You know, the zoo. We have Shinjo from Brave Exvius. Then Lumina from Final Fantasy Lightning Returns. Is very suspicious. X-Death. Yo, it's a shiny X-Death from 5. Yippee! Do you want Lumina? Here you go. I'm putting... This is the friend pile, and this is the me pile. Okay, so we have X-Death. Yo! Oh, that's a cool Zidane. Oh, that's a really cool Zidane. Oh my god, Nail High! I'm finally home with my 3-hour, 80 degrees train ride because the ACU has busted my car. Oh my god, Nail High, sorry. Hello! We're doing a bunch of charity incentive stuff today to get them all out of the way. And currently, chat has accepted my bribe, and we're actually exchanging one of my overdue charity incentives with opening card packs. And we just got this Zidane. We're opening some packs from Final Fantasy TCG because I found a box for pretty cheap. So we've done a exchange, and we've gotten some cool things so far. Like, we just got this Mog. Like, look at this Mog. All right, next one. But you did miss the Yume ship stream and the visual novel. How does the game play? I don't know. I'm literally just in it for the art, just like I am with just like how I am with Magic the Gathering, where I'm just like, I'm just collecting my boys. Did I miss the ship stream? Yeah, unfortunate. Oh my god! So we got Urianger from Final Fantasy 14 Shadowbringers. So cool. I'm keeping that one. We have Lexa from Brave Exvius. Very cool art. I don't know. I think Brave Exvius is the gacha. So I don't know anything about them. Yo, it's Chocomog. It's a summon from Final Fantasy VII. Very cool art too. Oh. I think like the big selling point for this set of Final Fantasy TCG is that most of the art is original for the card game. So like a lot of this art's gonna be like brand new. It's Yuna! Oh, it's a shiny Yuna. Oh, I'm keeping her. It's Tifa. Brave Exvius was the gacha I used to be terminally addicted to. Is there a character that you like, Azza? I could set something aside if you really like a character and I find them. Anybody like Tifa in the house? Because I don't. Like, if any of my friends are a Tifa guy, I'll give them Tifa, but I don't want her. I'll let you know. Okay. Sweet. I'm a Jessie fan? Okay. I'm an Aerith fan, so. There's a second Brave Exvius I didn't play. I know nothing about Brave Exvius. Okay, so we have Cait Sith from 7. Everybody's favorite traitor. Morwib! Or however you pronounce her name. The commander. The Limsa Lominsa lady. Hot lady. I actually already have a Merwib card, so. What? Who the fuck are you? Oh, this. So in here, like right here it says 7. So like right here it says like where this character's from, and it said 7. I was like, I don't know you. I don't know who Nero is in 7. And then I looked under here, and over here it says it's from the Final Fantasy VII remake. So I hate this guy now. What the fuck? We have Pekiota. It's a shiny Pekiota from Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. Aza, do you like this one? It is a shiny dog. Aza, is this a character? No, okay. Okay, we put him away. We have Ashura from 4. That's it for this one. Sorry, I'm a wee little distracted making bracelets. Oh no, that's all good. Your hands are a little distracted. All right. Next up, we have Van from 12, and I've never played 12, so I don't know this man. We have Yuzuki from Type 0. Very, very cool art. We have Sid from 4, the big beard guy. Oh my god, it's a shiny Hien! Oh! Oh my god, Hien! I'm keeping... What the fuck is that chocobo? That is a Final Fantasy III chocobo. That's a little fucked up. That's a fucked up little guy. Damn. This looks like a chocobo that's like... You know how pugs are kind of fucked up little dogs because they can barely breathe and stuff? This looks like a fucked up, like, Final Fantasy version of a pug. Alright. Ooh! So, here we got... Ysayle from Final Fantasy XIV. I know somebody in my friend group's gonna like Ysayle, so I'm gonna put her to the side here. Oh, we have a bomb! So just a bomb, a traditional enemy from Final Fantasy series. Very cool art. I might keep this one. Steiner! Oh my god, it's Steiner! Oh. Oh. Oh, he's so grumpy. I'm keeping him. Okay, then we have... Oh, we have the... Hecaton. So it's, it is, Vanille Summon. So it's a shiny Vanille Summon from Final Fantasy 13. So, yeah. Gonna put that away. We have Firion for Final Fantasy 2. I think this is like one of the, like, the big arts. So, like, this is like a big art. I'm gonna put this aside for Tenten, because Tenten, if you don't know Tenten, they are the biggest, Final Fantasy 2 person ever. If I ever see anything Final Fantasy 2, I'm just like, it's Tenten's. This is Tenten's now. I don't even know if Tenten has a binder, but I don't care. They're gonna get, they're getting a fucking Firion. They're literally the only person I know who genuinely loves 2. For some reason. Oh, we have Stiltskin from Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. Very cute. I'm keeping it just because I am a Crystal Chronicles girly. We have Luneth from Final Fantasy 3. That I think specifically the DS remake of 3, because regular 3 actually didn't really have defined characters, whereas 3 remake does have them. Oh, we have another Final Fantasy 3 character, Ingus. Okay. A shiny Ysayle. Okay. Another Ysayle. I'm gonna put this over here because I know at least one person I'm friends with will love an Ysayle. Then we have an Arc from Final Fantasy 9. Very, very cool. I don't remember this. I played 9 for the first time fairly recently, but I don't remember the Arc at all. It might be a super boss. Just like how Ozma was from 9, but I didn't know him because super boss. Alright. Next we have Cloud, as he looks in the remake, which means I don't like this Cloud. So we have Cloud. Very cool, he's on his motorcycle. Reeve from Dirge of Cerberus. 1010 also loves Dirge of Cerberus. Gonna slide this over here. Okay, so this is Luzo from Final Fantasy Tactics A2. Very cool. Louisoix. Yeah, Dirge of Cerberus mentioned. We got a Reeve card from Dirge of Cerberus. Then we have Louisoix, a shiny Louisoix. We love a dead grandpa. Then Amaterasu from Final Fantasy Explorers. Okay, I've never heard of Final Fantasy Explorers, but good on you. Alright. Next up, be open. Okay, so we have another Tifa from Final Fantasy VII. This is a shot from... I'm pretty sure this is from Advent Children. Explores with the Final Fantasy version of Monhun. Oh, that's why I've never heard of it, because I don't like Monster Hunter. Which, I'm gonna be honest, I really like the shot of Tifa, because I think this shot in Advent Children is really, really cool. But also I don't like Tifa, so... We have Merrild from Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. So, cat lady, it looks like. That's cool. We have Cyan from Final Fantasy VI. And then Cid from Final Fantasy III, a shiny Cid. Yippee! Followed by Melusine from Final Fantasy V. Very, very cool. What the fuck are you? Okay guys, we have another Final Fantasy VII Remake original character. We have Weiss. I'm assuming they're using German pronunciation with Weiss. Unless they do say Weiss. But, I don't know this man. I don't want him near me. We have Belias from Mobius Final Fantasy. Very cool art. Then Ranpair from Final Fantasy XI. Cool. A shiny fucked up Chocobo. Why is this a shiny fucked up Chocobo? Balthier from Final Fantasy. This is Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Lions, but this character is from Final Fantasy 12. But it's still like, what's it called? Ivalice. So I'm assuming they just have fun with that. That ain't no choke. I know, right? What the fuck is this? That's the most fucked up Chocobo I've ever seen. Alright. Here we have Choco Latte from World of Final Fantasy. Ramza from Final Fantasy Tactics. Charlotte from Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. That's a knight lady. Everybody loves knight ladies. Then we have Agrius from Final War of the Visions, Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, and Final Fantasy Tactics. So I'm assuming she's a cameo character or something. Very cool. Then Tanshir from... Okay, this is a summon from Final Fantasy 13. Cool. Yo, it's a fucking goblin! Yo, it's a fucking goblin! Let's fucking go! It's just a goblin. It's not from any specific Final Fantasy. It's just a fucking goblin. Yo, it's a Flan from Tetrarhythm Final Fantasy. Look at this shit. Oh my god, it's Aerith. Okay, this is from her remake appearance, but I do really like Aerith. I'm keeping her. Oh no. Oh no, he's in my house. No. Oh, does anybody want a Xenos? I don't want him. Fuck, no. What do you mean Xenos was in this pack? No, I've unleashed him. Oh, I hate Xenos. This is going to somebody else. No, this is going somewhere else. Oh my god, it's Sabine from Final Fantasy 6. Like in the Amano art, I believe. This is Amano, right? Yeah, that's Amano. So, yeah, Xenos is going over here. Because I don't want him... I know he could go in the slush pile of stuff I'm just gonna, like, dump at Offkai, but I'm gonna subject Xenos to somebody. Okay. Why the fuck did I get fucking Xenos, man? He's in my house now. This is terrible. He knows where I live. Suddenly, Xenos snuck into someone's luggage at Offkai. Maybe. I don't know if there's any Xenos fuckers in our circle. Does anybody know if somebody fucks Xenos in our general Final Fantasy circle? I don't think so. Like, I know of people who fuck Xenos, but not me. Oh my god, it's a Chocobo! I'm gonna put Chocobo over here in case somebody wants him. Another Louisoix? Kadaj from Final Fantasy Advent Children! Ooh! Oh no. I'm tempted. I think I'm just gonna keep Kadaj. Because, okay, we have a shiny Tifa. I don't... Again, Yo, it's it's Shantoto! From Final Fantasy 11. He's the one that laughs at you and kills you sometimes. Yeah, I'll give this a 10/10. I think they'll get a kick out of this one. All right. Oh shit! I think this is the first Final Fantasy VIII we've seen all this time. So we got Rinoa from Final Fantasy VIII. I'm not a Final Fantasy VIII girly, but we have Porom from Final Fantasy Pictologica. Okay. We have Leonora from Final Fantasy 4. Cool. There's no artist credited for this one, so I'm not sure who made this. Aiko from Final Fantasy 9. We got a shiny Aiko. Then, oh, Charlotta from Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Echoes of Time. I like the art. I think we could keep this just because of the art. I never played Echoes of Time, but it's a Crystal Chronicles game. I do eventually want to get to it. And this art's really cute. It has Cait Sith in it. Like, the little plush Cait Sith, so. Alright, so we got Scale Toad from Crystal Chronicles Echoes of Time. Yo, it's Alphino. Let me get a good look at this one. Okay. We have Alphino. We have Vesvia from Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. Very cool. There's deer in the background. There's like, she's cute. I don't know her, but she's cute. Ash from Final Fantasy 12. I don't know Final Fantasy 12, but she's shiny. And then we have Hippocampus from... Where the fuck are you? This is from Final Fantasy 14, but I don't know where this enemy is from. But it's the hippo... Wait. That's from Pandemonium, isn't it? I think that's Pandemonium, boss. Because that's like the fucked up little dog that splits into two, right? No, wait. It's either from Pandemonium or from Crystal Tower. It's one of those two. For some reason, I don't remember which area this boss is from, but I'm pretty sure this is Crystal Tower or Pandemonium. And yeah. We only have 4 packs left. Alright. Next up is the Sahagin. Very cool. I think this is original art for the card game too. Yeah. So cool Sahagin. Why is there another Xenos in here? We have a not shiny version of Xenos. Oh no, he knows where I live. We have Kusith from Final Fantasy 12. A shiny Firion? With the little signature? That's cool. We put that there. We have a Cid from Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. I don't know him. Why the fuck did I get 2 Xenoses? And 2 Firion. I mean, the 2 Firions is because, like, probably, I don't know, people know that I know 1010 or something. The world's only Final Fantasy 2 fan. Alright. We have Sarah from Final Fantasy Legends. Then Lena from 5 and like the rhythm game version of her. Rem from Type 0. Very cute. Very cute. Then Madame Adele from Final Fantasy Brave X. Adele, like, is she supposed to be the gacha version of Adele from Final Fantasy 8? She's very booba. I like that. Then Ferris. Oh, Ferris! I like Ferris. She's from Final Fantasy 5, and her big thing is that, like, she's a very handsome lady, and, she's very hot. I'm gonna keep her. Alright. Who left? We have Cid of Clan Gully from Final Fantasy Tactics A2. Garnet! Oh, it's Garnet! From 9. Oh, I like Garnet. Okay, we have Selphie from Final Fantasy 8. But she looks like she's more in her, like, Kingdom Hearts version, so it's really funny. I looked at the bottom to see if, they mentioned Kingdom Hearts anywhere, but there isn't. They have... Yo! It's Regis from Final Fantasy 15! I want that one. I want any 15 card. Then we have Edge from Final Fantasy 4. Be Not Afraid. Okay. Hello, welcome in. We're doing card opening. We are about to do our last pack. Basically, I bribed chat into doing this instead of another charity incentive that I was overdue to do. Alright, let's see what is in the final pack. If nobody else wants Tifa, I will take her. Okay, I'll have to dig her out of the box. Well, let me dig it out right now. Let's see. Check just like, if I have to, I'll take the Tifa. Okay. Alright, you get one Tifa, and there's another one in here somewhere. You just want her for historical reasons, right? Because she was in the Italian Senate. There you go. Alright. Let's go through this last pack together. We have Saz from Final Fantasy 13. I'm taking him because I actually really like Saz. We have Vincent from Final Fantasy 7. From the city of Final Fantasy, probably one of the shitty ones. I will take him. We have Wall Trill from Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Echoes of Time. We have a shiny Ingus from 3. And a Fenrir from Final Fantasy Explorers. So I'm assuming this is one of the monsters that you get. Very, very cool though. But, you know, I'm not a Monster Hunter girly. But that was it. We have opened all of the cards. Here's a stack of our unwanted selection. So these are the total cards that will be dumped somewhere at Offkai. And then, here are the things I'm giving my friends. Because I have various friends I know who would be interested in these cards. So we have the 2 Tifas that Check wants. We have a shiny Firion for 10/10. We have a Xenos who's going somewhere. Shantoto for 10/10. A Chocobo for anybody who wants the Chocobo because Chocobos are really cute. We have a shiny Xenos who's going somewhere. We have a Reeve for 10/10 because it's Dirge Cerberus. We have a Ysayle, a shiny one. A regular Firion. This Vanille's Summon from Final Fantasy 13. A regular Ysayle. A Lumina from Final Fantasy Lightning Returns, and Lightning wearing Yuna's outfit. And for the ones I am taking, I end up with the Xenos. I will burn him live on camera. Okay, so, you know what? The regular Xenos goes to Aza. I think, like, I'm gonna double check, like, who in my general, like, location likes Xenos, because I'm pretty sure I remember one person who likes Xenos. So I don't think they're going to Offkai, but I will offer that to them and just, like, see if they are interested in a shiny Xenos first. So I am taking the Vincent, Saz, a shiny Regis, Garnet, Ferris from 5, Charlotta from Echoes of Time, Kadaj from Advent Children because it's funny, Eris from 7, Stiltskin from Crystal Chronicles, Steiner from 9, a bomb because the art's really cool. A shiny Hien because I love Hien. Shiny Yuna. A Riange. A Mog from Final Fantasy VI. Because look at this fucked up little drawing. It's so good. A really cool Zidane. A shiny Chocobo. A Polka from Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Ring of Fates. And a Kryl, because look at the... It's not focused on camera, but the art is genuinely, like, really good for Kryl. So these are my winnings. But with that, let me look at my in-progress, because I have a list on my Discord. For like stuff I'm overdue on. Let me look. Did I not pin it? Oh, I'm such an asshole to myself. Okay, so let me look. So we have finished the Nur Yume ship PowerPoint. I have successfully bribed my way out of doing the Willet Old Bay / A1 Steak Sauce stream by doing a card pack opening instead. We have done the visual novel tier listing stream. And now I only have 2 things overdue to do. One of them's an emote thing that I personally have to make, so I've been just dragging my feet. And then I also have to make a doodle for Kieran. But it looks like we're pretty good as far as charity incentives go. So thanks for joining me. 3 hours, roughly an hour per incentive that we've done today. But so awesome. So thanks for hanging, everybody. Let me turn off my camera just so I don't accidentally do a bad. All right. Which, by the way, the camera I was using was payment for doing one of Kieran's covers. It's like a wire. It is a wireless webcam, and it is so fucking handy, by the way. Etched actually uses it more than me. So yeah, that's it for me today. I'm probably gonna look to see who I know who likes Xenos next, because I'll be like, I have this really fancy Xenos card. Do you want the Xenos? So yeah, I believe Vel's still streaming, so we're just gonna raid Vel, make it easy for myself. All right, thanks for hanging, everybody. I'm streaming tomorrow. I'm starting a new playthrough tomorrow, and I'm gonna be vague on it until we go. So until we stream tomorrow. So use the first raid message if you are a sub. Use the second one if you're a bottom. So yeah, I will be streaming tomorrow. I don't know when. It's gonna be before 6 though. Like, I'm gonna probably starting around I'll probably aim to be live by like 3 p.m. Eastern, so I can at least get like a few hours in before the check stream. I'm just gonna read in the check tomorrow. So yeah, but get ready to learn what one of my next playthroughs is gonna be. It's gonna be fun. Nobody's gonna see it coming. Anyway, see you guys next time. Have a good time with Vel's stream. Anyway, bye.